Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Okay, I will introduce myself. My name is Nuryanti. My student identification number is 2090-3060. Okay, I will present here about the material I have learning in Bisnis English class and the challenge I faced while studying during the Covid-19 pandemic. Okay, I will start it. Material that I have learned in this class, namely, Chapter 1, Preposition in add-on. Preposition is a word that is combined with noun or pronoun, forming a phrase that explains verb, noun, or objective. This word shows the relationship between the object of preposition and other word element in a sentence. The classification of preposition is divided into two, namely, preposition of place and the preposition of time. First, preposition of place. At is used to explain a point. Example, at the corner. On is used to explain the surface. Example, on the page. In is used to explain and close space. Example, in a box. Second, preposition of time. At is used to explain the process time. Example, at 3 o'clock. On is used to explain days and dates. Example, on Sunday and on 6 March. In is used to explain month, year, centuries, and one periods. Example, in May and in 2000. Chapter 2, Derivative. The definition of derivative is divided into two, namely, according to grammar and finance. The definition of derivative according to grammar. Derivative is the process of forming new words by adding affixes. The definition of derivative according to finance. The derivative is merely a contract between two or more parties, an arrangement or instrument such as a future option or warrant, whose value derives from and is dependent on the value of an underlying asset. Types derivative. Types of derivative according to grammar into four, namely, the first, non-suffixes. Addition from non-suffixes, namely ness, t, hood, and others. Example, if the word happy added affix ness, it will be happiness and will change the meaning of the noun. The second, adjective suffixes. Addition from adjective suffixes, namely full, is, less, like, and the others. Example, if the word hope added affix full, it will be helpful and will change the meaning of the adjective. The third, verb. Addition from verb, namely and, is, ev, and the others. Example, if the word apology added a fixed is, it will be apologize and will change the meaning of the verb. The fourth, addition from the verb, namely li. Example, if the word careful added affix li, it will be carefully and will change the meaning of the adverb. Types of derivative according to finance into four, namely, the first, future. Future is a financial contract obligation the buyer to purchase an asset at a predetermined future date and the price. The second, option. Option is a financial contract sold by one party to another party that offers the buyer the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a security or other finance asset at an agreed upon price during a certain period of time. The third, swap. A swap is a derivative contract through which two parties exchange financial instruments. That instruments can be almost anything, but most swap involve cash flows based on a national principal amount that both parties agree to. The fourth, warrant. A warrant is a derivative that converts the right but not the obligation to buy or sell a security, normally an equity, at a certain price before expiration. The price at which the underlying security can be bought or sold is referred to as the exercise price or strike price. Chapter 3. Various number. Various number are divided into two, namely cardinal number and the ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are usually used for the first telephone number, example 3244756. The second telling time, example it's 8 o'clock. The third saying the years, example 2000. The fourth money, price and the cost, example 5,000 rupiahs. Ordinal numbers are usually used for the first date, example Augustus the 23rd 2010, or say the 23rd or August 2010. The second number, teens and the tens. Teen, stressed, emphasized, the sound is clear, sharp. 10. Under stress, not emphasized, the sound is weak. Example, change 16 and 60. Example, ordinals 60th and 60th. 3. The third, decimals and the percentage. Example, decimal 0.46 and the example percentage 25%. The fourth, ranking and the fractions. Example ranking, Germany ranks first in the world competitive scoreboard. Example fractions, a half. Chapter 4. Give your request, advice, and recommendation. The first, request. Seen from the expression used by the request, asking someone to do something. For us, usually use will you, would you, and call you. Example, will you please help me with my work? The second, advice. Advice means giving input or advice to someone to do something about him. Usually use you should in this sentence. Example, you should study hard before passing the final examination. The third, recommendation. Recommendation means offering something to do someone. Example, I recommend that movie for you to watch. Chapter 5. Correspondence. Email etiquette. The first, clearly summarize the content of your message in the subject line. Write May 23 project management team meeting agenda rather than just meeting. The second, don't use the carbon copy function to copy your message to everyone unless you really need to. The third, use build carbon copies when sending a message to a large group of people who don't know each other. The fourth, address a person as nurses and the others. Next, formal and informal style. When people write email to friends, they often use informal style that don't worry much about spelling, using capital letter, using correct grammar, writing in paragraph punctuation, and so on. Sometimes they use a brief like in TXT message. You definitely should not do this when writing business emails. Chapter 6. Accounting. Debits and the credits. The left is a debit position. The right is a credit position. Debit position consists of assets, draw, and expense. Credit position consists of liability, equity, and revenue. Next, balance sheet. Balance sheet is a financial statement that describes the company financial position in a short time period. Balance sheet follow this equation: asset equals liability plus equity. It's that simple. Assets are what a company owns. Liabilities are what a company owes. Equity is what a company is worth. Next, Income statement. Income statement is a financial statement that describes a company's profit or loss for a certain period. The difference between income and revenue normally. Income can be defined as net income or net profit from operating result after deduction expense. Revenue can be defined as gross income or gross profit from a business that has not been reduced by expense. Next, definition of accounting. The most prominent accounting authorities define accounting as the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information in order to permit judgment and decision by the user of the information. Chapter 7. Collocation. Definition of collocation. Collocation are words that combine to form a unity of meaning. Most economic terms that appear in textbooks of financial report are in the form of collocation. Example, non-profit accounting, financial accounting, and the others. Okay, the list. The challenge I face while studying during this COVID-19 pandemic is to drain money to buy internet quota and to not be able to attend lecture if the network is bad. Okay, that's the explanation that I can convey. If there is a mistake, then I apologize and thanks for your watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.